saying in India that the one who has the rope of the cradle in hand really has the nation's cord in hand. So a woman is really crucial because she looks after the child and she brings him up, and that's what the children are really and what the nation is. Student at Vellore, we were assigned to small families, and the things that struck us at that time was how women were. They were very poor, they had low status, they had no education, but women were cheerful and very hard work, that if we can give them a little more than what they have, they really improve their whole family and they'll improve their community. The idea for working with women and children and the whole concept of health for the people really was developed in Vellore Hospital.
For over 85 years, the Christian
always encouraged me, so I continued. After the training, I opened up a shop, and with the money I earned, I repaid a loan I had received.
Anna Kili got the training and business loan for her bicycle shop through one of the rural community development programs of the Christian Medical College and Hospital, CMCH Vellore.
Most of the rural women, their self-esteem is so low. They think that women cannot take decisions in the family, or we're not capable people. Traditionally, Indian families, or even now, families look for only sons. They think it is only the sons who should be educated and who should start earning, because they believe that it is only they can look after the parents. So daughters are to the family because at the time of marriage they have to give a huge amount to her husband's family. Most female children are unwanted purely because of the dowry.
The women's development programs of CMCH Vellore provide job training and health education. Abilities, Anna Kili's program also trained her to become a health worker in her village.
I talk with women about problems in the family and in our society and solve their own problems. And as we talk, and we come up with our own solutions.
We felt that it is important for women to know importance of immunization, importance of antenatal checkups, importance of breastfeeding, importance of family planning, and these are areas we gave our initial health education in the family. The moment women are aware of their own rights, and the moment she is able to earn something for herself, she feels she is becoming independent.
I'm a village health educator. I teach maternal and child health care to the women here. Earning my own income now, I'm an independent person.
Anna Kili's sister, Kausalya, also received training through the Women's Development Program. They live at home with their parents, and their income helps to support the family.
In my family, we are all daughters, and we felt that unless we educate ourselves and earn our own income, we would always have to be depending on someone else.
When
I was younger, my mother and my father expected us to marry men, but now they will allow us to make a choice.
Through our programs, they were able to learn and render services to the community and also earn for themselves and contribute to their families. Change slowly occurs. We cannot see how change occurs, but we can slowly find change taking place. So this is how women tell us how it should be. What we are trying to talk to the women should be spread to the other people.
We at Village Medical Center in our community health department have started training midwives in the villages.
Dr. Kalindi Thomas, a graduate of CMC, extends Vellore's comprehensive approach to healthcare to the hospital where she serves, hundreds of miles away.
What we thought was if we can just introduce sterile methods when they are doing the deliveries and also give them a few tips about nutrition and breastfeeding and treating diarrhea patients, they will certainly do wonders for the village women. Our department also trains community health volunteers. This is a best way to deal with primary health problems by training the village people themselves. The idea for working with women and children and the whole concept of health for the people really was developed in Vellore Hospital.
See how her eyes are still yellow and she still has the fever.
We have found that health is not in isolation, but health has to be with economic improvement and social improvement of a person. We can teach him to wash his hands, but if he has no means to provide himself with soap or water, it really doesn't mean anything. A woman who, if she can learn some additional craft or do some business, she can earn extra money for her family and improve her conditions.
I will buy a machine, I'll stitch clothes, and teach others how to sew.
You find that when the economic conditions are improved, or improved, the health automatically improves. And that's the basis of our having gone into a social and economic development program.
The Christian Medical College and Hospital at Vellore has built a legacy of Christian service throughout Southeast Asia. Christians are a tiny minority in India, only 3% of the population. 80% are Hindus, and Muslims make up 11%. All are welcome at the hospital, and this in itself is part of Vellore's powerful witness to the people of other faiths, who make up the majority of patients.
We often find it very useful to go back to the Gospels and look at the life of Jesus to understand how healing should take place, a healing of the total person.
The example of Christ inspires the hospital to serve the poor in particular. In front of its 1,000 patients a day are turned away because they cannot pay for their treatment. Beyond caring for patients in Vellore, CMC educates health professionals who are now serving throughout India, advancing family health care, which includes working for social and economic justice for women. Anna Keeley and Kausalya of hundreds of women organizers and health educators who, together with their families and villages, are benefiting from Christian ministry in action at CMC Vellore. Jessie Benjamin, as director of one of the women's programs, model of rural health care, which includes economic development. Dr. Kalindi Thomas at Wanless Medical Center in Miraj is but one of thousands of women who have graduated from CMC Vellore and now implement its philosophy at health facilities and medical colleges throughout India. All these systems are carrying on a legacy of service begun by an American missionary, Dr. Ida Scudder, who became known affectionately to her students as Aunt Ida. On New Year's Day in the year 1900, she opened a one-bed clinic. Here she began to apply her vision of faith and health to the needs of women in India.
Dr. Scudder started her work for the women, training women doctors, training women pharmacists, training women nurses, women social workers, and women in all aspects of medical and paramedical field. And that work still goes on here. And that extends even now into the community. And the institution is training more and more women, even in technical masons and cycle repair and all sorts of work which women would not have done a few decades ago. The need was the call for Aunt Ida, and this was something that she tried to instill in all of us. Compassion, the call when the need arises.
My mother brought me to this hospital when I was a baby. Because of the care I received, I got well. Now my work here as a nurse gives me happiness and great satisfaction in seeing other people get well. I plan to get a graduate degree in nursing.
I try to treat as many cases as possible, especially if they are women, as outpatients, so that they don't have to come to hospital unless they are really sick.
Dr. Sarojini Pancharatnam is another graduate of CM. She works with an urban population. Like her colleagues who serve rural areas by going out to the people, she goes into the poor sections of the city of Vellore to provide low-cost health care in clinics sponsored by CMC Hospital.
The patient does not have to come to hospital. They come to one place and the doctors are always available. They are seen fast within a matter of 2 or 3 minutes. No elaborate record. Then they pay only for the drugs. But if they require inpatient treatment and if I feel that the patient is very poor, then I admit them in the ward.
Dr. Pancharatnam directs the Ida Scudder ward of CMC Hospital. This ward provides free or low-cost care to people with little ability to pay for their treatment.
And then I admit them and then I try to do whatever I can do as quickly as possible, within 2 or 3 days. Diagnose the disease and immediately discharge them so that they can continue the treatment at home. So it involves less time, less procedures. We try to do just 1 or 2 investigations to confirm the diagnosis. And we treat them. If a patient can go out of my ward and say, I paid nothing, but still I got the best treatment that is available, I think it's a great Christian can boast of.
The Ida Scudder Low-Cost Care Unit of CMC Vellore is becoming a national model, demonstrating how a hospital can serve a large population that has limited resources. Dr. Pancharatnam's family, however, comes before her work. She interrupted her career as a physician to raise children, and her husband John passed up a promotion because it involved constant relocation.
to me the family is more important than my own career. So till the children were able to go to school, I was not keen to work.
We were really at a sort of crossroads to decide whether we continue with the career on the railways, which was very promising indeed. But then whether we have to really settle down and spend some time with the children. And I think we have decided right.
My children have had the best of their mother, and at the time when they wanted it.
I would like to find the cure for cancer. I like surgery, and I like to be a heart surgeon.
Dr. Pancharatnam is another example of a sister in India who is part of the ongoing legacy of total health care at CMC Vellore. In supporting women, CMC is supporting all family members and nation. Reflecting the hospital's vision, Dr. Pancharatnam does her work within the context of her Christian faith, a faith which the patients themselves witness.
I have also had patients who have come to me and I tell them this is a very difficult case, I cannot manage. Then the patient would tell me, we have come to this hospital not because you are going to give us medicine and we have faith in the doctor. We have come because we have faith in the God in whom you have been running this hospital. It is not the medicine alone or the skill of the doctor that helps cure. There is an old saying, I dress the wound but God heals it. It's exactly what I have seen in this ward.
At the heart of the hospital is the chapel, a place of healing where mothers of all faiths bring their newborn babies for prayers of thanksgiving before taking them out into the world.
My vision for my daughter is to give her all the education and all opportunities for development. And I look forward to that stage where I bring her to take decisions on her own, in terms of marriage, in terms of choosing her career, in terms of any other aspects. I would like her to do it herself.
In the past, women really had no place in the society, but now getting educated of their capabilities, we find that they are improving the society.
சத்தமா சொல்லு டாக்டர்